Good morning. Welcome to Title Talk. I'm Karen Hamstra and it's January 21st. And we have a lot of new things to show you this week. Some of these are not ready yet. They just came in, but we hope to have them ready later in the week. We have 7 new playaways. We get some of these on what's called a lease program. We just get them for a short amount of time and then we return them and they send a fresh assortment, which is nice for something like playaway. So first of all, this is one of ours. We bought this one. Jeffrey Archer, Heads You Win. And then the rest of these will be from the lease program, so we'll only have these for a certain amount of time. Bernard Cornwell, Fools and Mortals is the title of this one. And just to remind you what the playaways are, they're these little electronic books, and they run on a AAA battery, and you use them with headphones, and the controls are right there on the back. This one is called Three Beths by Jeff Abbott, and it's about a woman named Beth who disappears, and her daughter, they accuse the husband of murder, but her daughter thinks she sees her mother in a mall food court, and then later they find out that there have been a couple other murders in that subdivision where they live, and all 3 missing women have been named Beth, so therefore the 3 Beths. We have the new David Baldacci book, Long Road to Mercy, and 3 more. A Shout in the Ruins by Kevin Powers. This is a historical fiction book. It examines the antebellum era, from the antebellum era to the 1980s, the fates of the inhabitants of the Beauvais plantation outside of Richmond, Virginia. Nonfiction, Dan Rather's book, What Unites Us, and then a biography of Eric Clapton, and that is called Slow Hand. And we have just a couple of new audiobooks. Also, these are not quite ready yet. The first one is called American Dialogue, The Founders and Us by Joseph Ellis. And then the other one is a fiction book, Golden Tresses of the Dead by Alan Bradley. This is more of the Flavia de Luce series. And as I have said before, if you have not read Alan Bradley's Flavia de Luce, you do not know what you are missing. They are just hilarious. They take place in England shortly after World War II. We have some regular fiction books that I want to show you. As Long as We Both Shall Live, a novel by Joanne Chaney. This is about a marriage. Says you can't be married to someone without sometimes wanting to kill them. And this is after 20 years of marriage, a couple goes hiking in the woods and only one of them returns. This one looks like a really cute book. I think I might have to read this one. It's by Beth Kendrick in Dog We Trust. And a man dies and leaves a woman his entire estate with the stipulation that she care for his Labrador retrievers, who are show dogs. And being somewhat affiliated with the dog show world, that sounds interesting to me. Then we have The Perfect Liar by Thomas Christopher Green. This is also a novel about marriage. A seemingly perfect marriage is threatened by the deadly secrets husband and wife keep from each other. So, apparently, not all marriages are nearly as happy as mine. Some large print. The Songbird by Marcia Willett. This is kind of a gentle family tale set in England when the husband goes off on sabbatical. We have the new Stuart Woods book, A Delicate Touch. That's a Stone Barrington novel. Jane Ann Krentz has a new one called Untouchable. This is either mystery, yes, it's mystery. And it is about an FBI consultant who is targeted to death by a member of his stepfamily. And The Only Woman in the Room, a novel by Marie Benedict. This is historical fiction about Hedy Lamarr and her initial affiliation with the Nazis in Germany, and then when she came to America, how she continued to spy on the Nazis. This book has gotten great reviews. So if you're looking for a good historical fiction book, I would highly recommend that one. And just 3 nonfiction books I want to show you real quickly here. Am I Dying? Should You Chill Out or Freak Out? A Complete Guide to Your Symptoms and What to Do Next I flipped through this one and it looks like it would be really helpful. The call number is 616.024 and the author is Christopher Kelly. He's an MD with all sorts of other initials after his name. We have the classical music book, Big Ideas Simply Explained. It has lots of nice pictures and graphs in it, charts, you name it. It is a Dorling Kindersley book, and those books are always really pleasing to view. And the number is 781.68 CLA for classical. And last but not least, 77 Things to Know Before Getting a Cat by Susan M. Ewing. And the call number for that is 636.8 EWI. And it is the essential guide to preparing your family and home for a feline companion. Who can resist a face like that one? So on that note, I wish you all a good week. And while you're waiting for the snow to melt, come check out some book materials from your library. See you next week.